Peace and blessings, brothers and sisters. I wanted to come on here and you can name this message organization. Leaders organize so they don't have to agonize. This is like about tongues and prophecy. This is in First Corinthians chapter 14, verses 1 through 40. I'll go over a little bit briefly and give you a whole breakdown of everything in a smaller um, like in a smaller summary so you guys can have a better understanding. But you know, right here it says pursue love and desire spiritual gifts, but especially that you may prophesy. For he who speaks in a tongue does not speak to man, but to God. For no one understands him. However, in the spirit he speaks mysterious. But he who prophesies speaks edification and exhortation and comfort to men. He who speaks in a tongue edifies himself, but he who prophesies edifies the church. I wish you all spoke with tongues, but even more that you prophesy, for he who prophesies is greater than he who speaks with tongues, unless indeed he interprets, that the church may receive edification. Uh, Paul wrote to bring order to a church in chaos. The Corinthians were abusing their gifts and calling attention to themselves rather than to Christ. As a leader, Paul had to change this. In fact, First Corinthians chapter 14 verses 40 urges them to do everything decently and in order. What can we learn about organization from this chapter? 1. Identify and pursue your top priorities. 2. Seek to practice what will benefit the most people. 3. Communicate clearly. 4. See things through the eyes of the outsider. 5. Order activities simply for the purpose of adding value to others. 6. Make sure everything is done in an appropriate manner. So with that being said, make sure everything we do is in the spirit and not in the flesh. Because when we do things not in the spirit, we can offend and hurt people and in the church, and then that's why people get hurt, and then they have a sorrowful, sorry, nasty, sour taste for the church and bitterness for it because they don't want nothing to do with it because of religious leaders that act like they know it all, but they're Pharisees and they hurt people. That's divination. You're causing divided, divination. A church divided will not stand. And with that being said, brothers and sisters, God bless y'all. Peace and blessings. Love y'all. Hope y'all do everything for the Lord with love. In the name of Jesus, peace.